Welcome back, guys, for another Random Rant Wednesdays. This week's topic is going to be the biggest letdowns. So in media, whether it's anime, movies or television shows, there's been a multitude of different letdowns. I'm going to start this with one that really got to me back in the day. I remember I started reading The Walking Dead because I heard about the TV show coming out. So I decided to legally get the comic books, which I did then purchase some of the actual comic book. But The Walking Dead TV show, the first season, I always say to people, if you're going to watch Walking Dead, watch season 1 and then you can just leave it. I think I stopped around season 6 or something, season 5, 6. I think it's when the Whisperers came, and it was getting just let it die. Then they brought out Fear the Walking Dead, and then I'm sure they've just brought out a new one that's following some other characters, like side characters, and just let it die. It's literally at this point, it is The Walking Dead. It itself has become The Walking Dead. So season 1 was incredible. I loved it. It followed quite well the comic book story. And it was that thing of no one's safe, anyone can die, anyone can be bitten, anyone can be shot. It was great. But then season 2 rolled around and it was like, what happened? Like, seriously, I don't know if there was a strike or they changed the writer. I know something happened, but oh my God, season 2 on the farm was boring. I was so bored. I was literally watching it every week thinking, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Oh, the season's over. It's still not got any better. There was like teeny little bits in it, like having the walkers in the barn and all this, it was building up to this massive crazy thing that's going to happen and blah, blah, blah. But it just didn't hit. It was just like season 1 was just a masterpiece. It was incredible. But Walking Dead as a whole was just such a letdown. Like, the comics were incredible. I kept reading them afterwards just to see where the story went. And mind blowing. If you like The Walking Dead and want to see how it should have been done, go and read the comics. My next biggest letdown is an anime, The Promised Neverland. If anyone's watched this, season 1 is great. It's literally one of those that you just can't stop watching. Go from episode to episode to episode to episode because it's so good and you want to find out what's going on. And then season 2, it was like, what is even going on? Like, none of it just took such a crazy turn away from what was actually going on in the story, in the manga. And then it just ended and they made like an entire section at the end, like, that just kind of wrapped it up. I was like, what? Why did you just wrap it all up in like an ending sequence when you could have done a whole nother season from all the bits that were in it? Just what a massive letdown. This is really well known. If you're an anime person, The Promised Neverland season 2 is awful. My next pick would be an anime that I love, or did love, should I say, as a letdown, Dragon Ball Super. I've spoke about this before with the animation being a massive letdown, which it was, but just in general, like the story beats and like how everything is, they make Goku an actual moron. Like, in Dragon Ball Z, he's this adept fighter that knows how to, outsmart his opponents. It wasn't just power-ups. It wasn't just training and then you're instantly stronger than them. There was that, don't get me wrong. But in Dragon Ball Super, they have bits where, like, they're fighting in the tournament and Goku will punch someone and it pans over to everyone sat in the stands going, oh my God, Goku just punched him. Yes, I know. I just saw that. And then he'll like power up and transform, and then they'll go pan back over. Oh wow, oh my God, Goku's just powered up and transformed. Yes, we know. You have just padded out like 30-second clip into a minute for no reason other than them to just say exactly what has happened. And how they did my boy Vegeta dirty. I'm a Vegeta fanboy. He's the Prince of all Saiyans. He's married to Bulma. He's a bad man. Literally, he's got a shirt that says bad man. He's a bad man. And what do? They turn him into just the crappiest character. Like, he's dancing like an idiot in front of Beerus. Why? Like, they just turn him into this weird comedic character that he has never been a comedic character. But they just throw that in there to, because I feel like they tried to aim Dragon Ball Super at a younger audience when most of its fan base are now older. If they'd have got Dragon Ball Super and made it a lot grittier, like other animes that are massive and doing amazing, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, even the newer Naruto, like Boruto, it's all got these crazy fights and like blood and all this sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure there's not even one single drop of blood in Dragon Ball Super. No one's ever in danger. The stakes are awful. It's like, oh, the entire universe is in danger. They've been erased. There's a massive thing of, they're erased. And then at the end, spoiler alert, they wish all of them back. So what was the point in the tournament? They could have just not erased them. They could have just gone, you'll be disgraced. Your universe will be disgraced if you lose or something. Anything. But they tried to, it's like they made fake stakes. They could have done it where they could only bring back the past 4 universes. Instead, they bring all of the universes back, rendering the entire universe survival. Why is it even called Universal Survival Arc? Because they don't need to survive, because they just get wished back. Like, there was so many bits where I was sat watching it and I go, yeah, don't tell me, Vegeta's going to power up, he's going to hit him, it's going to do nothing, he's going to get knocked off, he's going to give his energy to Goku, and then it was so brain dead. And it's like, you don't need to do that. This is such a massive, deep anime. It got so much lore, so much cool stuff they could do, but I feel like there's too much studio interference. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super, what a letdown. This next one, going into movies, Joker 2, or is it Joker Folie à Deux? Why? Why does this film exist? It's literally a song and dance about him being in court, recapping the first film. It's completely pointless. It's such a slog to watch, and he just turned Joker, that version of Joker, into like a little simpy boy that does nothing but simp over this crazy woman that is, it's whether he's going to get put in prison or not, or it's just, I don't have much to say on this because it's that much of a letdown. I just don't even think of it anymore. Like, it was so hyped after the first film. I was thinking, yes, Lady Gaga will be a decent Harley Quinn. She's done some decent acting. So I thought, cool, I'll give it a shot, but I'm excited for it. Nope, don't even think about that film. I'm never going to watch it again. Ever. Waste of my time. There is only one Joker film. Only one Joker. Now this one, series of films that I love. This isn't just one thing that's a letdown. It's everything. So Terminator 1, amazing. Terminator 2, one of the greatest films ever created, fight me. Terminator 3, Genesis, Salvation, Dark Fate, I think there's another one. I can't even remember because there's been that many. All of them letdowns. Terminator 3, I will watch occasionally for nostalgia reasons, but it's not great. Like, they turn him into a joke. Like, the scene where he comes out and they basically copied the Terminator 2 Bad to the Bone sequence. Instead, he pulls out, like, star-spangled glasses. Like, what? Sparkly star glasses? And he goes up to, like, the male stripper and is like, wait your turn, honey, and throws, like, gloves or something in his face. And it's funny, but it's like, it's Terminator. It's not supposed to be funny. This is a literal killing machine sent back to murder someone. It's supposed to be a horror, but no, they turn it into a comedy. And then everything after that, Salvation is okay. It's okay, only for the fact that I like seeing the future of the future war, since we barely ever see it. And it's okay. It's all right. It's nice to see different variants of Terminator and, but apart from that, it's still not great. Like, I've watched it occasionally just for some Terminator content when I've watched 1 and 2 a million times. Genesis, not really interested. I think I've watched that twice. Dark Fate, absolute crap. Dark Fate is the worst of these. I despise Terminator Dark Fate. They go, hey, John Connor, his spoiler, has died. He gets murdered in the first 5 minutes of the film as a throwaway. And then, it doesn't actually matter because if the the chosen one is killed, we'll just get another chosen one. Oh, and it happens to be a Hispanic girl for some reason that has no, like, she just doesn't do anything in the film. Like, she has no personality. And then they send back this weird woman to be her protector, and then like she's just got no personality at all. She is basically a Terminator, except she doesn't have any good lines in it. Like they should have done someone going back in. If they sent a woman back, they could have done it as like a surrogate for Sarah Connor. Like had it where Sarah Connor had died. She died protecting John, and then John's had to take that on himself. And then this woman comes back who's been augmented to be able to fight the Terminators, but she has compassion and everything that, compassion and warmth and all the things that he wanted off his mother that he never got because she was so militant. If they'd have done that, they could have had some actual stakes in the film, and then she could have died like Arnie did in the second one. She could have took herself out to save John, and he could have been really sad, and then that pushed him forward to becoming the true saviour of mankind. Hit me up, I'll write it. You obviously don't know what you're doing because these films have been crap, especially Dark Fate. Dark Fate is crap. Next pick, I spoke about this before, as I seem to repeat myself because I have a lot of opinions on certain things. Berserk 2016. Blech, disgusting animation. Obviously, go look at my animation videos and you'll see despicable animation. I hate 3D animation as it is when they try and copy, they do like weird cell shaded 3D. But also, I was so excited for it, and it was such a letdown because we'd waited so long. We were starving for Berserk content, and then it's like, oh, there's going to be a new series, got a wicked intro music, and then it comes on and you're like, dear God, what have you done? Who animated this? Did you get like children to do this? Like you let them loose in Blender and then just went, sure, just make a TV show. It's just god awful. I mean, it gets props for story because it's Berserk, but then the execution of said story is awful. So yeah, massive letdown. I think I watched 3 episodes and I just couldn't take it. I just turned it off. I've never watched it. Doesn't matter to me because I read the manga anyway. But it was awful, man. Ugh, makes me sad. And finally, I will pick for a letdown. Do you remember X-Men? Do you remember Origins? Do you remember Wolverine? Put those 3 together, what you get? X-Men Origins Wolverine. Awful film. Disgusting. Yeah, X-Men Origins Wolverine, what a letdown. It was before we got these kind of like solo Wolverine films and, we got a lot of screen time. And that's what we wanted. You'd had X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men Last Stand. And every time you're like, oh, I want some more Wolverine. So they went, hey, yeah, let's do that. Let's give them what they want. We don't want that. Man, that was an awful film. I remember seeing a leaked version of it where they'd not finished the CGI. And I thought, it's not great, but maybe when it's finished, they might change it. And then I rewatched it again when it came out and they finished it. And the claws, oh my God, the claws were deplorable. There was just like floating claws with no like reflections on them. They were awful. You might as well have just given him the ones you can buy to do cosplay, where you just literally put them in your hand like that. That would have been so much better because at least it would have looked real. Like there's a bit where he accidentally chops the sink, and then he's like going whoa, and it's like, oh my God, that is awful. What a horrible CGI. And the film just in general isn't great. Like when they did Logan, that's what we wanted from an X-Men like solo Wolverine film. And the Wolverine, that's not the best, but it's 10 times better than X-Men Origins Wolverine. Oh my dear Lord. Awful film. It's just, I will not watch it again. I've watched the Wolverine again because I love Japan. So Wolverine, I love Wolverine. Japan, I love Japan. Sure, it's got problems, but it's still good. And then Old Man Logan, I love the comic, and then I like what they did with Logan. It could have been better because it doesn't perfectly follow the comic, but for what it is and for an ending of Wolverine, which was dead, it's good. I like it. I've watched that multiple times, whereas most of the others that I've mentioned, I never watched them ever again. So, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you think is the biggest letdown. Like and subscribe. Tell us what you think. Peace.